Look, I already know why you're here. It's for tech news. How do I know this? I can tell by the way you clicked on this video. There was just something about it. Je ne sais quoi. The PlayStation 6, which sounds weird to say, may come with a handheld variant that takes a page from Nintendo in that it has a Switch-style docked mode for TV gaming, and that they'll sue you if you even think about writing God of War fanfiction. The docked mode claim comes from YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead, whose sources also provided him with the PS6 handheld's APU specs, which, if accurate, would make it one of the most cutting-edge processors ever in a gaming console. The chip's CPU cores are reportedly built on AMD's Zen 6 architecture, which is slated to launch in 2027, while its GPU uses AMD's also unreleased next-gen RDNA 5 graphics. Normally, consoles are built on chips and architectures that are at least a couple years old by the time they launch, so developers can squeeze everything they can out of familiar, stable chipsets. So we're not sure how much to trust Moore's Law is Dead here. He's right very often, but it is a leak website. You know, it's like Nintendo. You let them in once and then they sue you. I'm keeping my distance this time. Apple has stepped in and removed popular torrenting app iTorrent from AltStore PAL, the third-party app store Apple was forced to allow on iOS in the EU, because the EU gets it. iTorrent developer Danil Vinogradov told Torrent Freak that their distribution rights to publish apps had been removed, which an Apple spokesperson said was due to government sanctions related rules in various jurisdictions. Meanwhile, another developer of iTorrent stated on GitHub that Apple removed alternative distribution functionality from iTorrent's developer portal without any warning, and didn't provide a reason for the removal. This just shows that Apple does still have some control over what apps can and can't be on their device, or your device, through sideloading, since in the Markets Act ruling, apps must still be notarized by Apple to be published. So what's the point of the Market Act to you? I thought you got it. Everyone's favorite punching bag, Intel, has confirmed it has received the $5.7 billion it was supposed to get from the US government in exchange for the government getting 10% of the company. But the deals are still being ironed out, the concept of a plan. According to the White House, they're not sure whether it's completely fair just yet. They may put in a clause about making Intel do their laundry. But a previous version of the deal was reportedly structured to prevent Intel from selling its foundry unit, stipulating that the government could purchase up to 5% more of the company's shares at $20 a share if Intel's ownership fell below 51%. You better continue to own your own company or we will. At 15%. While they did agree to the deal, Intel's financial troubles mean that it didn't have much of a choice, and in a recent SEC filing, they warned investors about the various ways in which the government owning part of Intel could hurt their sales, not help them, citing the possibility that many of Intel's customers may think the deal is lame and cringe. Unlike our sponsor, get 'em!
Boot.dev, the smartest way to learn back-end web development from start to finish in Python, Go, and more. Why is it the smartest? Because it makes sure that you're never bored. It's self-paced, feels like a captivating RPG game, and gets you writing a ton of code. Because the only way to really learn is by slapping your fingers on that keyboard like it's a bass guitar and laying out the funkiest lines of code this side of the Mississippi. Now, you might have heard that the median salary for back-end developers in the US in 2023 was over $100,000, but I bet you didn't know that training for that job is also really fun with boot.dev. It does not seem fair. Earn XP, level up, get achievements, and complete quests to climb the global leaderboard. And if you ever get stuck, you can ask the active Discord community or Boots, a powerful bear wizard. I'm not gonna explain that. They've got a free demo of every course and a 30-day no questions asked refund policy. Plus, you can use the code TechLinked to get 25% off your first payment for boot.dev. So click the link in the description to choose your subscription and get 25% off your first month or first year.
Even though you haven't said explicitly that you'd like the quick bits now, I somehow know. I don't know how I know. I've always had a gift. It's my Zodiac. Xbox is giving you more value for your money by giving the core and standard tiers of Xbox Game Pass the ability to use Xbox Cloud Gaming, whereas before, you needed the $20 a month Ultimate tier. They also added the ability to play some PC Games Pass games to these lower tiers as well. This is available today if you're part of the Xbox Insiders program and should be rolling out to the masses soon. I'm trying to think of the last time a company gave me more value for the money I was already paying, and I can't. Happy Friday. Soon Microsoft Word will be changing their opt-in save to the cloud feature to opt-out, meaning any new documents you create will save to OneDrive by default. That's enough. All right, Riley's making me read the rest anyway, even though this sucks. While senior product manager Raul Munoz stated in a blog post that this offers increased security and compliance, Pieter Arntz over at Malwarebytes said that breaches happen, and if your account is ever compromised, you could be exposing any documents you are working on. So if that scares you, just like it scares me, be sure to toggle the setting off and be ready to do it for Excel and PowerPoint when they get updated in the future. YouTube is rolling out the new Hype feature to 39 more countries. If you're watching a creator with fewer than 500,000 subscribers, you may notice a hyper button on mobile, which when pressed gives points to the video and helps it climb the ranks in the new leaderboard. Creators can also see how much each video is being hyped on their dashboard, adding yet another analytic to their difficult to navigate analytics page, but they live for the analytics. More is better. Nvidia continues to grow as they report another record-smashing quarter, over $46 billion in revenue in Q2, and they did this without selling the H20 chip to China, which would have brought in an estimated $8 billion on top of that. Of course, they did just get the export license during this time, but this may cause other issues since Nvidia says they are unable to pay the 15% that was agreed upon to the US government if Trump's plan isn't formalized. But Nvidia CFO Colette Kress said, if nothing shows up, I've got the licenses. I don't have to do this 15%. Yeah, you go, girl. Taco Bell is having issues with their AI drive-thrus since people are trolling and causing glitches. I love people today. Like this video where someone asked for 18,000 water cups.
Can I get 18,000 water cups, please?
And the AI pauses for way too long before a human takes over.
What can I get for you?
Taco Bell announced this AI drive-thru plan last year, and it's now being used in over 500 dystopian locations. I think Dane Matthews, Taco Bell's chief digital and technology officer, put it best when he said, I think, like everybody, sometimes it lets me down. Yeah. Me too, Dane. Me too. I just hope you guys won't let me down if I ask you to come back for more tech news. I've been let down before by you, and it hurts. I cry at night thinking about it. Riley burns my feet. Please, don't let him do it again.